Good morning. Let's just wait for some people to join. See if some people is joining. Morning, Belinda. How are you, darling? Oh, Yogi thinks I'm talking to him now. Morning, Jean. How are you? Are we all good? Let's turn the light on this area as well. You'll be able to see what I'm doing then. That'll be good. The amount of rubbish that's on my desk is unbelievable. But hey ho. Let's just swap that piece of paper a minute. Just two of you this morning. We are early this morning, aren't we? 10 o'clock is our normal time, so I'm on time. I've frozen on. Do you know what? I keep freezing on the iPad. It's not pretty the way it's frozen me on the iPad. But there you go. Morning, Lynn. I'm glad you lot can't see the iPad. It's not good. It keeps freezing me. But there you go. Have you all got your coffee and your tea with you? Morning, Diana. How are you, darling? Right, okay, so you're in isolation, Belinda, yep. So 2 weeks isolation and then hopefully the knee-op. Is that right? Or have I got that wrong? I'm really hoping that that's right for you, darling, and that they're actually going to get on and do it, which would be brilliant. Your desk is the same and the floor. There are, I have to say, all over my floor, dimensional backings. I didn't know, well, I did know dimensionals can go that far. It's, you know, it's surprising how far they go. I've had a disastrous week within the trimmer world. I've lost my score blade. I know. So I went to my mum's to teach her scrapbooking, as I said, and sorry, my hair's annoying me, and that was good. We had a really nice afternoon. Yeah, so that was good. We had a nice afternoon, got lots done, and I got home and I've got no trimmer blade. I'm like, oh no. So not trimmer blade, score blade. So I've had to contact the company and go, excuse me, help. So the lovely Chris at Demo Support is sending me a new score blade, which is really good. But yeah, no score blade. Drama in my house. So this morning I've got my trimmer on my desk and the scoreboard, because obviously I need both this morning. Right, so I'm going to turn you down and around. Amy's just come downstairs. I'm hoping she's going to make me another cup of coffee. Morning, Gemma. Belinda, let's see if I can find my comments again.
If we're going to carry on playing, you're going in the kitchen.
Amy's telling the dogs off now. 2 weeks, then the aspiration. What's an aspiration, Belinda? What is an aspiration? Are they going to stick a needle or something in to see if they can do it? 2 weeks, then the aspiration. Yeah, thank God for Chris. He's amazing. I sent him an email and I went, help! There was just this long help. Bless him, he was amazing. So, right, okay. Right, so I'm going to turn the camera down and around. I'm hoping Amy's going to take them out because they're being very naughty this morning. So let's go down and around. Oh, they really are being naughty this morning. I want to try and get that straight.
Out.
Are we?
Out. Dolly.
Hang on, I'm just trying to, bear with me. I'm trying to check that I've got you fairly straight. I might need to, that's better, I think. Right, let's see how we go with that for a minute. That's better. Okay. Scoreboard's very big. So, right. Morning, Margaret. So, the only two inks I'm using this morning, I've got the wrong one out, is Seaside Spray and Grey Granite. Oh, can't reach my Seaside Spray. Turned my desk all round the other day and moved my inks. I like the way most of it is. To be honest, the new ink pads are not great in the ink pad holder my son made for me. And I really need to turn that into a punch holder and get the ink pad storage. Right, so those are the two inks we're using this morning, Seaside Spray and Grey Granite, okay? We're using our Wink of Stella with the blue dot that I've created on the top because it's got my water in it, Morning Gale. And this is today's card. So this is this shaped card, okay? It's kind of a W shape, all right? So that's the shaped card. If I go up, I wonder if I can take you up a bit. Bear with me a minute. Let's go up, ooh, and then down. I'm very aware I haven't got a very good shot this morning. Let's try, is that better? Oh, my cleavage. Oh, that was my cleavage. That's not good, is it? Is that better? Yeah, right, okay, that's better. We've got more room there. So we've got a W-shaped card. Sorry, that's much better. So that's the shape, okay? And obviously it would stand like that. All right? Ames, can you make me a cup of tea, darling? No. Oh, okay. She said no. Did you all hear that? My daughter said no.
You should be making me cups of tea.
I'm going to cry. Okay, I've got all my bits cut, but we do need to do some scoring. So I'm going to tell you all the measurements. And I can't obviously score on my trimmer. So we're using the In Good Taste DSP, and we're using the tile side of those bits. And then this is another bit, and again I'm using that side. Okay, I'll tell you all the measurements in a minute. So okay, that's that bit, that's that bit. Do you know what? I am missing a piece of... I'm about to have a little panic attack here. Hang on. No, I'm not missing it. It's there. It's okay. Right, I was about to have a panic attack. The brain is not working logically. Okay, so let's talk you through these bits that we've got. So this bit is A4 cut in half. So it's 4 1/8 by... Hang on. 11 3/4, which is our standard A4, okay? You've then got, there's a 1/2 inch on this bit. So this bit is 5 7/8 by 4 1/8. And you are going, I'll explain the scoring on this bit in a minute, okay? You've also got your standard matte layer, okay? Which is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. You then have 2 little layers for your front, which is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, okay? Morning, Shell. 5 by 3 on that one, okay? So those are the 2 layers for the front, okay? That's the one that's going to go on the back in a minute. Then our patterned pieces, okay? We've got a piece of DSP, or designer series paper, which is 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. Then I've got a piece that I've just kind of fussy cut just because I liked the shape of it. And then we've got 2 little bits. This one is 3 5/8 by 2 inches. And this one is 3 inches by 1 inch. Okay, so those are all our bits. Right, we're going to do our scoring, and then I'm going to move this out the way. Okay, so on this piece, you are going to score, and I'm going to double check this. At 2 5/8 and 5 1/4. Okay, so 2 5/8 and 5 1/4. Okay, and this is going to give you the W. Okay, so that's going to give you that bit. And then this bit, as always, we're going to score at... See, I never work on this, do I? I always work on my trimmer to score this bit. 14.9 which is 5 7/8. Okay, so we're going to score at 5 7/8. Morning, Baz. So there you go. So that's our card base. So Baz, this is our a standard A4 card base, scored at 5 7/8 in the middle. Then you've got this little bit, which is 5 7/8 by the width of your normal cardstock, scored at 5/8 of an inch, and then 3 1/4. Okay, and that gives you that little W. All right, and then you'll see the rest of it as we're going along. So let's move the scoreboard out the way, because that is the technical bits for the morning. Right, okay, let's pop that over in where it's supposed to go. I've got this brilliant organiser, and I'm trying to keep it organised and put everything back where it's supposed to be as I'm going along. Did you notice I said trying? That was the operative word. So I need to find, I'm going to change my sentiment on this one. So I need to find a different sentiment in a minute. Right, so I need this one and this one this morning, okay? And this one. Those are the 3 I need. We're also going to need a mask, okay? Because I'm going to show you how to get your dots. So this one. Is that going to fit on there? Perfectly. That one and that one, okay? So that's the bits we need. So I'm just going to do my stamping first, and then we will do our masking, okay? That was the word I was looking for, because I want to get the flowers stamped and coloured. That's the bit I want to do, because I need them to dry before we fussy cut them. Right, so I want to come up a bit so I'm in shot. Right, so I'm going to stamp my flowers in grey granite, and this is the reason I want them to really dry. You are very trying. Thanks, Baz. I love you too. Morning, Tracy. Okay, right. So 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 flowers. That's an odd number, isn't it? We're going with it. 4 flowers. Okay, I'm just going to pop them to one side a minute, because I want that to dry. The next bit I'm going to stamp is our background bit here, but I'm not going to put the sentiment on. Okay, so I've got the background bit, and I'm going to grab the Seaside spray. I will be gutted when this colour retires. We've got it for another 10 months, and this is one of my truly favourite colours. So I know I'm going to kind of be putting this piece in the middle. So working up or below that is kind of where I want to be. So I'm going to take that off and pop that there like that. Oh, I've changed the colour, look. I like it anyway. And I'm having another one there. And do you know what? I think I'm going to have one at the bottom this time. There, like that. It's going to come out like that. Okay? So that's those bits. All right. Is this a Z? Is it a Z fold card? It stands, Baz, like that. So it's kind of a W or an M. It's an up. So when you've got, if you imagine that's the, so it's standing on the thing like that. So it's kind of an M that way. I suppose you could stand, well, no, it wouldn't stand up that way, would it? So it's an air, but I don't know, Baz. I just like it. So it's that way. In answer to your question, my lovely, it's that way. Right, so that's these. So I need to stamp my grey granite leaves. Okay, so let's grab the grey granite. Oh, she has bought me a cup of tea. She is good. Hang on, let's find my mat. Let's stand it on that, because I'd hate for it to run all over the place. I haven't got jeans on today. Thank you, Baz. Well, I'm beautiful. Ah, you're the only person that's told me I'm beautiful. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that.
She also said you're very trying.
Amy says, I think, do you know what? I think because Amy watches these, do you think we ought to get Amy to do a live one day? Because she actually, yes, like the card from the tree. Yeah, Amy is quite talented at this. So thumbs up for getting Amy to do a Facebook Live with me one morning. We could do a mother and daughter session. What do you reckon? Who fancies seeing that? Yeah, so is the card. Thanks, Baz. I love you too. Right, so we're going to pop that bit to one side because that's all we need on that bit. I just need a happy birthday. Ames, would you like to fish around in the stamp sets over there and find a nice happy birthday? There's lots of thumbs up, Amy.
I know. I'm not doing it.
Lots of thumbs up. Right, so we're going to grab the little bit, okay? And we're going to do the same things. Are there stamp sets under? Yeah. I want a happy, not something really nice and girly kind of happy birthday. Right, so just really, which way am I going to have that? I think I'm going to go with it. Oh, I'm cute right that way. This way. Amy, the thumbs up just keep coming. I have a feeling. Yeah.
That one?
May your birthday be memorable. Okay. So is Ashley watching us by any chance? No. Okay, so right girls, that's decided then. We just need to pick a date and we'll get Amy to, we'll do a Facebook Live mother and daughter session, which will be pretty cool. Should we let Amy design and sort the project? What do you reckon? I'm going to do that way because it's coming under my thing. Okay, that's really cool. Is this my birthday card? Oh, Baz, now that would be telling, wouldn't it, darling? That would be telling. I reckon Amy and I ought to come up and surprise you on your birthday, actually.
I don't get a birthday card, Baz.
Baz, Amy's saying she's not going to send you a birthday card. That one. We're using that one, aren't you? Okay. Do you know what? This is a brand new stamp set. I have not opened this yet. Shall we play with this next week? Can you all... Should we play with this next week? Hearts for playing with this? What do you fancy? Yes? Yes? No? Shirley's going, yes, Amy, yes. Shirley, are you a bit excited? I know you're really, really, really nice, Baz. So there is a card coming your way, darling. Right, so votes on Timeless Tropical for next week. Hearts for next week. Should we do this next week? I reckon I can turn this into a Christmas card, you know. What do you reckon?
Christmas in the Bahamas.
Should we turn this into a Christmas card next week? Okay, that's what we're using next week. Right. Cool. Okay, right, I'm going to use that sentiment. Oh, I need another block. I'll peel the back off it. It's about all I do get to play with these days, Baz. The mancation is going very well. Okay, so I need to stamp my sentiment on the bottom of here as well. May your birthday be memorable. Should we try and get that straight? Check me out. Did you see that? Look at that. Completely straight. Off camera, but completely straight. So kind of most of our stamping is done. So now we get to do the really, really fun bit. Okay, so I'm going to pop all of those to one side and bring back in all of these little bits. Okay, I want to keep that in shot so you can see it. So we need this little bit and this bit. Okay, and a mask. Now this is the bit that we want to use, only the front. You could do all of it if you want, but I'm only going to do the front and this bit. So I'm going to need 2 of my daubers. I'm going to need grey granite. And have I got a seaside spray? Oh no, I haven't got a seaside spray dauber. Oh dearie, dearie, dearie me. Right, I'll find a seaside spray one in a minute. Let's do the grey granite to start with.
I
So,
think this is going too far.
what's going?
Shirley's now saying we need a mother and daughter Zoom class to show how to use a snow globe.
Oh, Shirley, that would be amazing. And then, I tell you what, Shirley, if you want to do a mother and daughter Zoom class, we can do that. You and Marilyn and Helen and me and Amy, we can do that. Okay, right, so I've got my mask. So in these are the masks that are in the catalogue at the moment. So there's dots, there's this beautiful florally one, some trees, and then leaves. I really like them, and they really add texture to your projects. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our grey granite bit, okay, and I'm going to grab my mask, okay, and I'm only going to go up to that line. Now normally I'd tape this down, but because it's not huge, no, actually let's tape it down. Let's tape it down. I tell you what, I'm going to pop a little bit of low tack tape on the back of my project. Oh, it's so low tack it doesn't want to stick this morning. Okay, on my project. Then a couple of little bits of low great idea for class crafting along the Zoom. I think so too, Baz. We'll work on Amy, shall we? I think that would be really good. She's got lots of friends that might want to join in. We'll organise a mother and daughter class, shall we? Right, so I've kind of lined it up under there. I'm going to ink up my dauber. I am still going to hold it down. And I'm just going to rub all over the top of my mask. Like that. With my dauber. There we go. So that's that one. Right, let's pop the grey granite back. Dolly's now snorting along. Okay. And you know, I know I've got some new daubers somewhere, because I saw them yesterday. Bear with me while I just disappear under the table. Yay! New daubers. Daubers come in packs of 5. You're loving the snoring. Somebody said the other day, I said I'd shut them out, and they said, I'll have to borrow a daughter from someone. Baz, you don't have to borrow anybody to come to my Zoom classes, darling. Right, so that's the grey granite bit done. Now we're going to do...
Can you hear her that bad?
Yeah, they can. They love it. They're laughing, and actually some people's dogs go absolutely mental because they can hear Dolly. They think it's really funny. Right, so let's stick our mask back down. It's not wanting to stick very well because I don't know if you can see it's shiny, but I used some Versamark on it. And Diana, yeah, I tell you what, Diana, we could do a Zoom class, darling. That would be really cool. Right. So we're using the Seaside spray. Inking it up really well, because my Seaside spray hasn't been re-inked. I love doing this. You can create so many awesome backgrounds with these masks. I have quite a collection now. Okay, there's our background. Oh, let's just leave that to dry for a bit. It's got quite a lot of ink in places. Let's leave it to dry. Right, I'm going to pop that to one side because it will need a wash. I don't need that bit. That's got to go in there, over there. Okay, so now we can do... Oh, I've got some yuck over my fingers. Now we can do some colouring. So let's grab my Seaside spray back again. You like the masking effect? They're brilliant, Shirley. Right, I've put my... There it is. Right, so again, we're going to squidge our ink pad, because that's a technical term.
Linda said Amber is pushing her nose up under my arm holding the phone. Thinks she's jealous that I'm watching Dolly.
Oh, bless. I love the fact that everybody's dogs really like this. Right, so I've got my Wink of Stella that we used the other day, and we just remember I'm going to put the base colour on first. Okay. So I'm kind of going to go all over this. Like we did the other day. And then we can go back in and highlight with the darker as the colours. Obviously didn't squidge as much ink out this morning of this one. Hang on. Has anybody spotted the new product that is on the card? It's not been released to customers. Well, it is on the 4th of August. There is a new product on that card. Has anybody spotted it? Oh, you're all very quiet. Are you concentrating? I thought it was me that was supposed to be concentrating. Right, let's squidge that bit so I've got lots of ink. Oh, you're all very quiet. Show that card closer. The blue Diana is... Amy, could you pick the card up and hold it up so Linda can see it? There is a fab new product, which isn't on my desk, so you can't... Can you see? I can see it. Can you see? See, there's 3 of them, actually. That's a really big clue. Yes, Tracy, the bling. The blingy bling bling. New bling. New blue bling. Like pale sapphires. Or blue topaz, possibly. Or, they're too dark to be aquamarines, actually. Aquamarines are my favourite stone. Right, so let's just continue to colour. I have one very light one at this rate. Squidge my ink pad a bit more. Oh. Makes my thumbs hurt doing that. Oh, that's better. Look at that. Okay. Oh, now we've got a very dark one. This is from the sublime to the ridiculous. Right, hang on. Okay. Yeah, part of the snowflake suite, although I haven't got the suite, to be honest, Linda. I bought the gems because I really like them. Right, so we've got our blue there. Right, This one. So on the first one, I can go back in now, pick up some of the darker colour like we've done before, and just add the extra colour. So this week, I tell you, we've done quite a lot this week. We've done colouring. We've turned your, I was going to say derelict, but they're not derelict, are they? Your empty Wing Castella pens into a sparkly watercolouring pen. We've done masking. What else have we done this week? Random stamping. Yeah, we've done a lot this week. It's my dad's birthday today, and my friend Tracy Simmons' birthday today. Adding a bit more in there. Okay, that's a very delicate colour flower, isn't it? How delicate is that? That's beautiful. Right, I'll take the colour off the edge here, I think. It will be quicker. There we go. Because afterwards I've got to fussy cut all of these. So following on from our conversation the other day, it was delivered last Saturday and you haven't opened it. You're joking. That's terrible. Yeah, Amy says that's disgusting behaviour for a Stampin' Up demonstrator. That's absolutely awful. How could you have it sat in the box, Linda, and not have opened it? Oh my goodness me. Right, so very quickly adding our shading into these. So following on from our conversation the other day about favourite lessons and people, morning Claire, people getting expelled, etc., etc. Has anybody got anything to add to that? Were all of you here? Not all of you here? We were discussing our favourite lessons at school. And I was saying about the fact that my art teacher would never believe I could do this now. And we had I've been in bed all week. Oh, darling, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's, you know, that's terrible. You'd have thought your husband could have bought your box up to you, wouldn't you? Bless him. There you go. Right, so we just add the rest of this colour in. I'm really concentrating on this morning. Okay, one more to go. It's odd because I'm working upside down now. I would say I'd be in Australia if I was going upside down, but actually if you do that app where if you dug straight down, I'd be in the sea. So it's a myth that from the UK, if you dug straight down, we'd be in Australia. It is not true whatsoever. Was kind of gutted when I found that out, actually. All those things your parents tell you as kids. Favourite one. If the wind changes, your face will stick like that. Really? Or, you know, how many of you remember when poll tax was a thing?
How many of you remember when the ice cream man used to come around and your mother used to tell you it was a washing up man?
I'm a bad mum. Amy's just saying that when they were little and we were on our own, I didn't have a lot of money about, and sorry, because I'm laughing at the thought of it. I am such a bad mum. And the ice cream man used to come onto the estate that we were living in, and I used to tell her that it was the laundry man coming to pick up people's washing for people that didn't have a washing machine. Oh dear, that's really bad, isn't it? If you eat your carrots, you'll see in the dark. Yeah, but actually, Linda, there is a modicum of truth in that, isn't there? Because there is, morning Shannon, there is keratin in your carrots, which does help you see in the dark. But yeah. Oh dear, yeah. The laundryman. Shannon, what did your mum used to say to you when you were little? I'm sure there was plenty that I heard. Shannon is one of Amy's friends, and Shannon and Amy spent many hours together as kids. Right, so we're going to start to assemble some of these bits. Very inventive. You love the laundryman. Yeah, well, it kind of, I had to it was kind of like working on my toes, really. What can I tell her so she believes me? And they believed me for years, absolutely, years and years. You'll get, I'll eat your sprout. No, that was eat your crusts in my house. Your hair will go curly. Okay. Oh, the ice cream man's bell meant he'd run out of ice cream. Tracy, is that what you told all the kids? Oh my gosh.
My mum.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, dearie me. The things we told our kids. Does that make us really bad parents? Mm-hmm. Amy's going, mm-hmm. Right, we're just going to go round the edge of this bit of the DSP with the grey granite. Dolly. It's very loud. You clearly ate your crust then, Lisa. My mum's got really dead straight hair, but my dad had really curly hair. So yeah, I've got my dad's hair. So yeah. Although, would you believe it? No, sensible parents. Would you believe it that I used to have it permed? Way back in the 80s. Do you remember the 80s perms? I used to have my hair permed. Long, very permed, very curly. The owner always kept the ice chocks in where, Tracy? What, hidden for you? Did you ever get told if you didn't shut the door, were you born in a barn? You know, that was a favourite. Were you born in a barn? There's lots of them in there. Don't go near that swan, it'll break your arm. Really? Who's going to get close enough to a swan to break your arm? Right, okay, so, oh, need those bits as well. Baz, any that you can remember that you were told as a child? Born in a field. Yeah, I got told that one as well, Shirley. How about, if you don't stop crying, I'll give you something to cry for. That was when you ran. My daughter was really cross with me when she found out I lied about Father Christmas. Yeah, see, as parents we do, don't we? Poodle perms. Yeah, I did have a poodle perm, Diana. Yeah, do you know what? We tell our kids not to lie. And then Christmas and the tooth fairy. You know, yeah, the tooth fairy. Somebody told me an interesting story about that the other day, but it's not mine to divulge, so I can't tell you. But I was absolutely shocked at this person's tooth fairy story. Right, so we're going to stick this bit onto the back of, no, onto the front even of this bit. Your daughter took her kids to Lapland this year. So she's lied to them this year as well then, Linda. Telling them that Father Christmas really does. You tell him to go to his room on his own, Baz. Oh, poor Josh. Thunder was God moving his furniture around. Oh, I like that one. See, I got told that thunder was clouds bumping together, and I believed it for absolutely years. Rain was God as he left his shower. Oh, right, okay, yeah. What do you think? Father Christmas doesn't exist. Shh, don't say it too loud. And what about the tooth fairy? As parents, did you ever forget to do the tooth fairy? You know, did you, you know? That would have been. Yeah, you make a better door than a window. Yes, Pauline, that's a really good one. I'd forgotten that one. Or your father wasn't a glazier. That was the other one that I got if I was stood in front of the telly. You believe in Father Christmas, so do I, Baz. I'd like him to be about 6 foot, muscly, nice beard, not huge grey beard. Yeah, to arrive. Is Dolly dreaming? No, she is. Yogi is laid with Amy and she is currently gnawing on an antler. Your mum's name was Santa Patel. Oh, Baz, that's really beautiful. What a lovely name to have. Oh, I think that's beautiful. Right, we're going to stick this bit. So this is it when it's folded. We're sticking this bit to the front. I know that's really odd. We're sticking this bit to the front of the bottom of the front of our card, if that makes sense. So we're going to create a long front, okay? Oh, Baz, I really like that. Santa Patel. That's really cool. Tracy, do you really think that Gary looks like Father Christmas? Snoring to gnawing in less than a minute, yeah.
She's a world record breaker, that dog.
Right, so we've created our kind of W like that, okay? You see that on. Okay, so we can now begin to kind of put the rest of the bits together, and then we've got the fussy cutting. So this bit is going to go inside there like that. It's called multitasking. She's a woman, Diana. Well, she's a girl dog, so yeah, she can multitask. So that's going in there.
You're saying that, but Yogi's doing a pretty good job of holding his ball and having a cuddle and snoring.
Like that. Okay. Then that bit's going to fold over. Right, this bit, we only need to glue the bottom section. When you come to glue this, oh, thank you, Linda. When you come to glue this bit, you only need to glue the bottom section. Don't glue the top section, otherwise it won't open. I had one of those Christmas signs which said Santa is in the house with yes and no that you turned around. When Mum came in, it would say yes, as in Santa was in the house. That's really good, Baz. I like that. Okay, so that's the basis of our card. So now we're going to do the fussy cutting of our flowers. He does, yeah, Tracy, you're quite true. He does play Santa. And he is the town crier. Right, let's cut these out. I've got really good at my fussy cutting, you know. So what's everybody's plans for the rest of this weekend? Has anybody got anything really exciting that they're up to this weekend? Are you seeing some family? Are you what are you up to? We're going to see my mum and Francis tomorrow because it's his birthday today. And he and my one of my brothers and his wife are going out to the cider farm for lunch today. And then Mum's taking him out this evening, just the two of them. Oh, that's quite nice. And then we're seeing them tomorrow. So that's going to be, so that's my kind of my weekend, actually. You know, then we're back to Monday and another Facebook Live. So somewhere in between now and Monday, I need to prep the 3 cards for next week.
I'll help you prep them on Sunday afternoon.
Actually, the tropical stamp set will be the week after next because I've already partly prepped them. I tell a lie, we're using Game On next week and I partly prepped all the cards already. So they are almost done. The stamping is all done. That will be exciting, Linda. Can't hubby? Yeah, that would be really good if you can get down to the craft room. Make sure he brings you tea and coffee, darling, and cake to cheer you up. Oh, Tracy, that's not great. I hate going in those MRI machines as well. But there you go. I'm avoiding the motorways at all costs down here because the M5 is like a car park again. Must be holiday season.
Just to get one junction up yesterday, it took me 3/4 of an hour to get to Burnham-on-Sea.
Yeah. Yeah, one junction is roughly 3/4 of an hour down here at the moment. It is absolutely ridiculous. But there you go. As a kid, you see, you'll laugh at this. I used to have terrible nightmares because we lived in Paynton when I was very little. And I had nightmares growing up about every time the holiday makers all come down because obviously, you know, as a kid, you see the fact that there's holiday makers everywhere and people have come to stay. And I used to dream that that the land floated. So do you remember on This Morning that chap that used to jump onto the map in the lake? Was it Fred, the weatherman? He used to jump onto the map in the lake, and the map was floating in the outside the studio, and it was This Morning, I think. This Morning, anyway. I was convinced that the land floated, and that if everybody drove down from Scotland and up country to Devon and Cornwall, that eventually we'd sink, like if you had a sponge floating in the bath and you put something heavy on one end, it would upend and sink. And that was my nightmare when I was a kid, that if everybody came down to the southwest on holiday, we'd just sink, slip into the sea, and that would be it. Are you all laughing at me now? I bet you are, aren't you? It's quite funny, really. When I look back at it, you know, logically, now as an adult, that's quite funny. Morning, Ali. Oh, thanks, Linda. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Yeah, yeah. Right, hang on. Last flower to go. Yes, Fred did fall off, didn't he? Yeah, off the map. Got wet. Yeah, that was my nightmare. That's why I never watch horror films, you know. That's as bad as my... That gives me a nightmare, let alone a horror film. I mean, honestly. That would, yeah, not good. Go, and almost there. There we go. So all my flowers are done. Right, so we're just going to be able to add the flowers and our bit of bling now. So let's grab my bling. I can put them on the table now. Scoreboard. I can show you 2 lots actually, because I've got 2 lots in my hand. So we can see there's 2 different lots there. I'll let you ooh and ah over those a minute. And I'm going to grab my take a pick and my dimensionals. Still being used neatly, as you can see, not randomly. Right, couple on there. So I'm going to pop the first one up there. I think I must have used Balmy Blue for the other one. But I like Seaside Spray on Seaside Spray, so that's good. And that one. Okay, so those two are like that. I'm just going to pop that open. And we're going to add the inside two in, and they're the other side. Okay, have them up there, one there. And one there. Should we get rid of those? Okay. And then we can add our bling. So these are blue adhesive backed gems. Look at that sparkle. You see the sparkle? Amazing, really beautiful. And these are iridescent pearls. So both of these are in the Christmas catalogue, or the autumn winter catalogue, should I say. Thanks, Baz. Right, so let's grab a couple of gems. 1, 2, and 3. Pop that one there. There you go. And that, my lovely friends, is the third of our tasteful touches. Let's pop those back in there. They won't stay wrapped up for very long. Yeah, so tasteful, I don't know what I've put with it, where I've put the stamp set case. Nothing's where it's supposed to be. Yeah, Tasteful Touches. So that's the third of our Tasteful Touches cards. Hang on. So this week, as I said, we've done a lot this week. We have done the Slimline Fancy Fold card, where we started watercolouring with the Wink Stella pen that was run out, and we refilled it. So that's the first one. Then the second one, we used the In Good Taste DSP and continued with our watercolouring, but we did stamping on DSP, okay, and a fancy shape. And then today's card, so that's the other one, and then today's card, we've got yet another fancy shape, and we've done our masking, we've cut patterns in our DSP, and the watercolouring. So we've done quite a lot this week with this one stamp set. So that's 3 very different looking cards with one stamp set. So next week we're kind of going to be doing for the boys, which will be quite cool. Should I show you what I've made my dad, because he doesn't watch these? So when I see him tomorrow, that's my dad's birthday card. Can you see it? Yeah, we could do a scrapbook week, 1 week, Baz. So this is my dad's birthday card. What do you think? Oh, you've all gone quiet. Do you like it? So there is masking. So I've used the masks. Each one of those is a 1-inch square. And then we've used the Game On set. So yeah, so that's his card. And that's inside. Which is, I'm really liking this set. That's not what we're doing next week though, okay? But we are using the Game On set, and I have got 3 cards ready for next week. And then the week after, we'll use Timeless Tropical, and I'm going to get Christmas out of them, okay? Right, let's turn you, hang on, up and around. Hello. This week's cards have been stunning. Thank you for your inspiration. We'll see you all on Monday. It's your dad's 90th next Saturday. He won't be getting a card like that. Why not? Actually, to be honest, Linda, it didn't take as long as I thought it would, but but there you go. So yeah, right. So have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of your Saturday and Sunday. I will see you on Monday. So 3 cards next week. Then Baz, the week after with Timeless Tropical, we'll do a Christmas card, a scrapbook layout, and another card. Okay, so that's the week after planned. Brilliant. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Stay safe, take care of each other, and happy crafting. Bye.